just got 3 headshots right there. That was insane.
What's up, guys? My name's Powerbang Gaming. I'm a YouTuber that's been playing PUBG Mobile since day one. Yes! I'm here to walk you through the brand new Miramar 2.0 update. We're gonna take a look at the new map.
This is insane.
New guns.
Are you guys ready? I'm ready.
New attachments.
I can see this being especially helpful with a sniper rifle.
And all things Miramar. So let's get into it. This episode of Game Plan is brought to you by PUBG Mobile. The new Miramar map is loaded with additional resources, houses, and roads, including a new racetrack which spans the entire map. Brand new in the new Miramar 2.0 update are 2 new cities that exist on the map. You guys can check out the Oasis in the north for a lot of water in the desert, along with some good loot that goes in many of the buildings that are new up in that area. Also, in the northwest, there's the Urban Ruins, a gigantic new city with loads of loot has spawned next to the ruins that have been dusted off by the sand.
Got an M416 at the ruins, so definitely worth a look.
There's also new vending machines that are scattered throughout the map, so make sure you stop at one if you see one, because you can get painkillers and energy drinks. If you're lucky, you might get up to 8 at one time.
Got a painkiller this time, not too shabby.
Now on your way, you might just find the new Golden Murado, and you gotta be lucky to find it, because there's only one. There's some new weapons on the Miramar map as well, my favorite of which is the Winchester 94. It's got a brand new scope on top of it that offers a 2.7 times magnification. It's gonna be super helpful for those snipers out there looking to land more shots. It only spawns on Miramar though.
That's right, get out of here with that.
There's a brand new weapon available in the arena. It's called the P90, a 50-round magazine capacity with 3 firing modes: single, burst, and fully automatic. It's perfect for close quarter combat. The S1897 pump shotgun can now be reloaded while aiming down the sights, so you don't have to break away from your actual target. Not only is it a little bit more stable when you aim down a gun's sights, shotguns have had their spread reduced and their damage overall reduced just a bit.
So shotguns now, hopefully a little bit more effective close range. As you can see, that's a tight grouping right there, and if you connect with somebody from short range, you should be in good shape.
Players can now determine which direction bullets are coming from by examining the bullet mark.
Really, really cool. So you definitely want to pay attention to that when people are firing at you from a distance. It'll help you pinpoint their location awfully quick.
A new canted sight is now available as a loot item. The canted sight can be equipped alongside other scopes and can be used effectively as a close-range scope. And this is compatible with sniper rifles, some assault rifles, submachine guns, light machine guns, and some shotguns. There's been improvements to the flare guns as well. You can determine what type of supply is going to be called in right from your user interface.
So if you look at the very top of the screen between the 75 and the E, you can see that I have a vehicle icon, which tells me I'm going to summon a BRDM when this crate comes down. But if I run into the circle, you can see that changes to a supply drop. So now I know that I'm going to get some loot, which is what I really want instead of that vehicle. All right, YOLO.
Finally, Miramar has some brand new achievements. You can complete multiple objectives on the map and add these to your profile.
They have no idea I'm coming. Now he does.
Tip number 1, figure out what type of player you are. If you crave the action or are super aggressive, hot dropping might be for you.
Angle your body to the side of the target and point with the analog stick to about 10 o'clock position. You can see I've demonstrated here with my left thumb. And as you fly towards your target, you'll want to look around by taking the eyeball tool, because you never know when a squad might be lurking right behind you. Now, as you go to land, you want to eyeball the balcony or wherever it is that you might want to go, and give that squad one last check, and you'll know that you beat them to the spot.
The benefit of hot dropping is while there is a lot of opposition, the loot is typically the reason that drives all of the action.
Should have left in the Murado, bro.
Now, tip number 2. Miramar has a lot of natural berms and valleys which you guys can hide in and use to engage your opponents. The tip to do this is to only expose what you need in order to get off a successful shot, and then immediately duck down behind that berm and relocate. As you move along the berm to a flanking position, you're going to be able to pop up and surprise your enemy once again, and perhaps even get off several rounds of uncontested shots, putting a lot of pressure on the opposing team.
I just got 3 headshots right there. That was insane.
So tip number 3 is to use the minimap and the associated safe zone timer to better execute your moves to the safe zone.
You can tell where the safe zone's at by opening your mini-map and looking at the white circle. Anything inside that circle means you're safe and you're not going to get damaged by the blue zone. You can see the blue creeping in from the corners of the map. So one way to know in advance when that zone is going to come in is to check the timer below the minimap. Once it hits 0, it's going to start moving, and it creeps pretty quickly. You can see it moving in now on the corners. If you look behind yourself, well, look at that. You'll see that blue zone is creeping in quite quickly. So watch as the blue actually overtakes your white little running man there. You can see it creeping closer and closer, and it's going to match up exactly with the actual status of the blue zone in the game.
Now I've got one more bonus tip for you guys. This is super key for anyone that's just downloaded PUBG Mobile. You want to go into your settings and take your frame rate and move that as high as possible. You want the game to be as smooth as possible, so I always try to shoot for the extreme frame rate as it makes a load of difference. So now that you've got your settings dialed in, you got a few tips and tricks, get out there to Miramar 2.0 and see if you can snag a chicken dinner driving that golden Murado.